It's cold. Hi everyone, my name is Emmy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're recapping chapter 9 of Cold Front, the Winter Soldier. So we're back in 1954 with V, and he's in a chair, and he describes it that there's a drain on the floor and the chair is bolted down. He says, "This is where it happens," he thinks, studying the tendrils of dark hair dried to the grout. "This is where they kill me." And I highlighted, or I starred those two because, again, we haven't had confirmation that Agent V is Bucky. We're just assuming it is because we haven't the book hasn't told us that Agent V is Bucky. But the way that he has anxieties, and the way he talks himself through it, and the way he makes up scenarios just gives off such Bucky vibes, because young Bucky does that, and we see that in the story. And so that's why, and I'm probably 100% correct that Agent V is Bucky, but because it has not been confirmed in the book, there's that little bit of doubt because there was other, soldiers. But I think it's Bucky. He starts off by talking about that M15 agent that he chased, wanting to know where he knew him from. And he says, he regrets it, and he's just like, I don't understand why I did it. And he also describes that he does not have his arm. They took his bionic arm, and he's like, the bionic arm is what they want. The bionic arm is the moneymaker, and he's just the one who carries it. So that's why they took it from him. Rostova ends up walking into the room. She, I guess looks messy. So he's like, are we going to fight? She's like, calm down, ho. She asks him if his leg feels all right. If he feels all right, he's like, yeah, I'm fine. She asks him, are you operational? And that stops him, because again, he thought that they were just going to kill him for what he did. And she's like, are you operational? And he's like, am I what? Thinking I misheard her. She says, are you ready to go back in the field? He's like, you're putting me back in the field after what happened in Riga. And she looks at him and says, what happened in Riga? She picks up a piece of skin along her nail, then bites it between her front teeth. You took a bullet because the target panicked. I eliminated him. His death was reported by local police as a failed robbery. Isn't that what happened? And while she's telling him this, she's looking at over the door. There's a little circle dot, and that's a camera watching them. So she's like, right? He panicked. You didn't run after him. He panicked, right? And this throws Agent V off. He's like, why are you trying to save me? Out of everybody, in this system, in this facility, you would be the first one to put me down, because I am, obviously he's acting like he's a liability. And she's not. She's lying for him. And he's like, why are you lying for me? I don't, he does not understand why she's lying for him. So he's like, yeah, you're right. And yes, that he feels good, to go back out in the field. So she is like, we're going to head towards Norway. She pulls out a coaster that the M15 agent had, I suppose. And it's crumpled up. She unfolds it, and it has longitude and latitude coordinates in it. He starts asking her all these questions. Who are they? What kind of research do they do? And she's just like, Dad, you don't need to worry about that. You just need to get me in it. Get me in it. That's all you have to worry about. But before they even can go, she says, Kaprov wants to look you over and wants a brain scan to make sure you're all right. Once he clears you, we'll schedule the plane. Any questions? And he, in his mind, asks her, why did you lie for me? And of course, he's not going to ask her that. So he's like, no, we're good. So Rostova pulls something out of her pocket and hands it to him. And she says, this way no one will see your face and think you're someone you're not. Agent V holds it up to his face. It's the mask. It's the mask that, I'm assuming, it's the mask that he wears in The Winter Soldier. The one that covers all the way to his nose. She says there's an air filter built in, and it's flame resistant, and she hands it to him. It says he can breathe through it, but he also can't. It feels like a muzzle. His chest constricts, some wire tripped inside him at the feeling of the mask against his skin. Fight it. He wants it off, and he hasn't even put it on properly. Agent V does not like this mask. He's trying to give it back to her. He's like, I'm good. And she's like, no, you're gonna wear it. It's for protection, and it's for that way no one recognizes you. That way no one sees your face. You're gonna wear it. So then she kind of starts making fun of him, that he got shot, like, and she's like, I've been in this career longer than you, and like, I've never been hurt like that this early on in my career. And he's like, hush, you're the one who lost your eye. And she says, the wind changed. Haven't I told you the story? And Agent V thinks, had she? He can't remember if he did or not. Agent V then tells her, why are you looking at me like that? She says, I'm thinking. And he says, what about? She rests the side of her head against the doorframe. Someday, I'm going to lose you. She says, they'll split us up eventually. They always do. You get too comfortable with a partner. You get complacent. You get attached. And you do stupid things. You miss your shots or you don't take them at all. Agent V kind of dismisses her, and he's like, well, it's not happening tomorrow, so stop looking at me like I'm going to be murdered in my sleep. And she jokes around saying, like, if you're going to be murdered in your sleep, it's going to be from me. And he's like, well, at least before you do it, wake me up and tell me goodbye. And she's like, no, Agent V, or she says, she laughs again, believe me, Vronsky, if I shoot you, you'll never see me coming. Their dynamic is so, like, odd to me, because I feel like she wants to be so tough on him, and like she can't, she isn't, or she was at some point, and then she sees him for a lot more than just Agent Vronsky, and so, like, I want to not like Rostova, but I also, I don't know how I feel about Rostova. But this is why I stopped reading this one. Oh my god, I have to read you the whole thing because it's so interesting. I don't think I'll get in trouble for reading the whole thing. It's just a page. It's too hot. No, it's too cold. When did you stop being able to tell the difference? Maybe it's both. The two pulsing spots on your temples are so hot that everything feels cold in comparison. But it's not the cold your body had been braced for. It's not the ice. A hand on your face, something wedged between your teeth. It's hot again, and someone is screaming. It sounds like pain. You breathe through your nose as deeply as you can, but something is constricting your chest, holding you in place, like they think you might try to run. The ghosts gather, one in white, one in black, opposing pieces across a chessboard. I'm trusting you, the White King says, and the Black Queen replies, we don't need blank slate. Don't make him start over. This is far bigger gambit than you seem to believe, the king replies. The queen's gambit, you think. But a queen's gambit isn't a true gambit. Someone taught you that once, long ago, maybe in another life, maybe in a dream. She's got to be dead, says the queen. The English wouldn't be planning to bomb it otherwise. You must be dreaming. There's a woman and a river, and when a song begins to play, she laughs with her face to the sky. She offers you her hand and says she'll show you the North Star. I'll take precautions, says the queen, but be sure you do, the king says. As he drifts from your vision, you hear him say, you'll need a higher voltage or we'll be here all night. And then the heat returns, the screaming starts, your eyes close, and you wait for the cold. Oh my god! I'm assuming that was them wiping him. I'm assuming that the whole reason he's like chess pieces is because of Gimlet. I wanted to call her Gambit. No, Gimlet from 1941. Remember, him and Bucky and Gimlet met at the chess tournament thing. That's why he recognizes the chest, and he's got me. I like I said, I was gonna do chapter 9 and 10, but I read that one page and it stopped me because I was like, wait a minute, this is them wiping him. It took Hydra 20 years to like continuously wiping and torturing Bucky, enough to break him down, to that way the programming would stick in his mind and it's all he had left. So, oh my god, Bucky! We're this far in the book. Chapter 10 will be posted on Friday. Let me show you my bookmark. It says, learn to park. You accidentally parked like an asshole. This is my bookmark. Because as the reader I am, I don't have a bookmark. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you on Friday for chapter 10. We're back in 1941 with 17-year-old Bucky. Oh my god! Bye!